Boys and girls, a new episode of a new Untold story. Episode 280.
Yeah?
That's a milestone, KB.
Wait, do we have to clap?
We already did. We just did. We started. Do I have to do all that again?
Pay very close attention to who doesn't clap when you win.
You reading motivational shit?
No.
Episode 280.
I like being able to see his phone now.
Yeah. A little change of set. We're here at Owen's apartment. For those listening,
Not cramped.
Not cramped at all. We're chilling on a couch. It's nice. We left the studio because it's drab, it's gray, it's bland, it's boring, and now here it's. I guess there's a couch and a white. It's there's a lot more personality. I guess I'm on a burnt sienna throw pillow.
It's a work in progress.
It's definitely a work in progress. We're in the midst of like a move. We're going to try to do a new-ish studio somewhere.
The dimensions are interesting.
Of this place?
An abstract painting.
This apartment has never... There's no shape. This shape
it looks like it's
going to
start like dripping.
This apartment?
Yeah.
Like a Dali painting.
Like a Dali painting.
Yes.
It looks like it's like...
The layout of this apartment, if I looked at like
You
the
think
blueprint,
there's no construct
it
of
looks
time
like a
in
Harry
this
Potter
apartment?
This looks like
scar.
the architecture I'm in when I'm in a dream.
Yes.
Like not quite REM.
REM. Good band. But not an emo band.
For the queen to use.
That's not REM. REM is like losing my religion.
Yes.
What's for the queen to use?
The band Yes.
Before we started recording, we're going to emo night this weekend, and I put on the Used, which I think is the best emo band.
Well, it was a guy screaming at the top of his lungs.
First of all, that's not a guy.
Music.
That's Burt McCracken. That's Burt McCracken.
Is that his name?
Yes. He
Okay.
dated the Osborne daughter. Still does. No, he doesn't.
L?
What's her name?
Kelly? L. Okay. That wasn't a good... That's not what we're going to hear. It's going to be the popular, like, poppy emo
The
songs.
Used is like Mount Rushmore of emo bands.
Are you going to Brooklyn Bowl?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Brooklyn Bowl with
We
KB.
went
He
once.
moshed.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but you reached out to the guy DJing and you said, can I guest DJ?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to play?
One mystery song.
Is it going to be emo?
It's going to be a mystery song.
But it's emo night.
People won't know what the song is while I'm playing it.
It's that mysterious.
Yeah.
Well, can we have a hint?
I was actually trying to learn the lyrics to Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites, the actual lyrics, and I like kept playing it back, trying to replicate, and then I just realized it's just lyrics in reverse.
So you were trying to like
words.
Well, when you search the lyrics, what are the words?
I was just going off of sound.
Why didn't you think to
Phonetics.
just search the lyrics if you're trying to learn the lyrics?
Well, it's not about that. You can tell when someone like looked up the lyrics and tried to replicate it because
What?
No, it's memorizing all.
no, it's all about
You
how
can
it
tell when
comes out of
somebody's
the
singing.
artist's mouth.
Burt McCracken could do it.
All right.
Okay, Owen and I are drinking Red Bulls. We're kind of tired, long day. Kyle
Is having an 18-ounce glass of whiskey.
Yeah, it's a big glass of whiskey.
No,
What is that?
it's Voodoo Ranger Juice Power.
Juice Power?
Is that what it's called?
No, it's called Juice Force.
Juice Force.
It's become a parody of itself. Is that intentional?
What?
You're
That's what
sipping
I
on
like
Juice
the best.
Force. Voodoo Ranger Juice Force.
Okay.
Is it good?
What? Oh,
that
I
a
feel like
slogan?
we owe people an update on the
The
fake
innocent or
titties,
guilty.
fake or real titties, innocent or guilty.
Okay, yes. I am still waiting for the update I'm owed.
He hasn't reached out to you anymore, has he?
No, he went dead silent. So after the podcast, he called again, still in full-blown panic mode, still trembling. And I assured him, I was like, hey, I'm not going to do anything. Nothing legal is going to happen. No one's going to get exposed. You're good. We were just curious. Then he kind of like felt relief, I guess it seemed like, and then he stopped hitting me up.
I think he's guilty then.
Yeah.
I've gotten so many conflicting responses to this.
Well, like just innocent or guilty as like the it's pretty black and white, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's such a very strong he's innocent opinions, very strong he's guilty opinions. Leaning more toward guilty, but that just could be because that's what people want.
That's fair.
I don't think he would entertain the phone calls if he was innocent.
Exactly.
He would just be like, this is an asinine accusation. I'm done with it.
A lot of people are like, yes, there is the technology to spoof texts, but it seems like this really advanced process you have to like master and then figure out.
Yeah.
And the hoops and bounds and leaps and obstacles someone would have to go through just to like maybe prank me.
It was all four of those things.
It was and gizmos.
Yes.
Nah,
It was like an episode of Wipeout in order to do that.
Floor in a dark room.
Hoops
Yes.
and bounds.
Yeah. So, and someone told me, well, his messages were iMessage blue,
Okay.
and then someone was like, well, if someone's using that spoof app or whatever, it wouldn't come across as an iMessage. Then some people said yes.
Listening back to it, I wanted to just do a little bit more research, innocent or guilty, and I couldn't get through it because of how much of a fucking pushover I am. It was, as soon as he was like, it wasn't me, I was like, okay, God, leave him alone.
You didn't want me to just leave him alone. I think you wanted me to like
Apologize?
promise him some type of tangible reward.
Yeah, I wanted you to compensate him. Yeah, I did. You should have sent him the titties.
Yeah, and like for someone,
like, sorry, man. Like, these are the titties I was talking about.
They are
pretty
olive, right?
Yeah. Like, I feel like I could trust you. Here's the titties. Have you looked at that photo anymore of the titties?
no, I deleted it. I felt like that was like the legally and morally the right. I know I have it.
You have it. Yeah.
I have it
You beat off
in
to
multiple different filters, not beaten off to.
What do you mean different filters? Like, you put it on like sepia, or are you like adjusting the levels to see
Different,
the areola
not
bumps?
sepia in particular, but yeah,
You're talking about shadow contrast.
contrast.
yeah,
and
and adjusting the hue.
There's a lot of hue play.
You ever go all the way down on the warmth?
I don't touch the warmth or saturation.
You're into hue play.
I'm into hue play.
It's like Jackman on Broadway.
But I'm trying to remember the conversation. He didn't freak out, obviously, until I mentioned the fact that I would expose him, put his number out publicly, and then he freaked out. Someone was like, "Why would anyone innocent care about that, or like why would they entertain that so much?"
Yeah, you are right. Like, but like, I can see like if he is innocent, and
That was like the panic of someone who knew that I had a Barstool following and could actually ruin his life.
what? And then there were people calling out like, "Oh, he said brother." Like, you guys say brother.
Yeah. Whenever you say like a phrase that's been used since humanity started, people are like attribute it to you. Like you invented the word brother.
Yeah.
Which is probably the first word ever used to Seth.
I mean, there were two brothers before him.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know what I mean.
No.
Anyway, I didn't get to the bottom of it. A lot of people send me like ways to reverse look him up. I never did that because I don't know if I want to know. I think I would
deep down, you still want the titties to be.
I think I would
hers.
be melancholy
Yeah, are you
if I
still
like
talking to the
discovered
girl?
Yes.
Has it opened up like a way of conversation? Have you masterminded this whole thing to talk to this girl?
Yes, and I'm
As a
still
talking
like
point?
keeping it going. Like
Still no.
Trying to
Well,
make
that's 5. You sent her 5 messages unresponded.
we're fucking,
and that's a long paragraph you sent
Oh,
her.
you got to get used to this new setup.
nah, boys.
Oh
No.
yeah, this is great that I can see this now. You're sending her long things.
Well, I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, and
I saw a kissy emoji from her.
The bottom of what?
I saw one from her.
it's infuriating that she doesn't care about this like I do, which makes me think she's guilty.
How would she be guilty
I keep like
of
texting
setting
her
you?
like, "Hey, you up? Like, aren't you still freaking out about this?"
Why do you have to say you up?
Because it like late at
If they
night,
answer, they would be up.
I'm wide
You don't have to clarify
I'm
whether
wide
or not they're up.
awake.
If they
thinking
answer, they're up.
Especially the night after, I didn't get a wink of sleep. Not a wink of sleep, boys, because I was thinking about who this could be. Is somebody getting one over on me?
And
Am I getting duped?
Did you look at the picture to see if there were any clues?
If she's not concerned, is it
So
not
I'm
her
like, I
body?
wanted like
Are
she's
those
the
not her
only
tits?
person. You know, like when you go through like trauma, like you like a private jet crash with one other person, you guys have a lifelong bond.
Yeah, that's like
And when you're grieving, like that's the only person you can talk to. That's how I feel with her.
Wow.
And I feel like she feels the same way.
So this was 100% set up by you to make this inseparable bond.
Don't start this. People will believe that. No.
People do give you a lot of credit for like these mischievous, like they credited you with Riggs Rahim, the baby. They're like, oh, this has KB written all over it. Like a fake sign.
Anything that's just...
And I wish that was you.
Out of the ordinary.
Because it's a shame that baby is Riggs Rahim.
There is a baby named Riggs Rahim.
Dude, people want the Lord of the Rigs t-shirts.
Do they want Lord of the Rigs?
Yeah, they're begging for them.
Where'd you see that?
When we posted them.
No, but I didn't. Oh, I didn't know. I looked and nobody even saw like the.
Oh, I got some DMs.
Fuck yeah! All right, we put out a Lord of the Rigs.
Mm-hmm.
I submitted it for like a St. Patrick's Day shirt, and the person in merch was just like, "This isn't green." Or like St. Patrick. This just says Lord of the Rigs with his eyeball at the top of the Tower of Sauron.
It's upset.
Thank God we can add featuring Lil Sass to the pod.
That's good.
All right, that's great. So your apartment layout, he had to go through like a labyrinth. It takes you just have to keep your hand on the right wall in order to get out of here.
Yeah, it's tough. It's definitely inclined.
Yeah, but like all good apartments have a slope.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. That's what they say. Or is that penis?
Yeah, that could be it too.
Yeah. Before we get into another Kyle, I don't even know what to call it. They're not
Can I get something from the
hijinks.
fridge?
Yeah.
All right. You don't have to
You
move. I
want
can
me
just
to
reach
get it
over
for
to
you?
it.
You want me to get it for you? What do you want?
Yeah, we are in the
Can I get
kitchen.
something out of the oven real quick? No, I'll stay put. I don't move.
I'll stay put. Don't you dare stand up.
What do you want?
I think it was just fucking that you have a kitchen in your living room. You fell for that though, huh?
For sure.
No.
Okay, so boys, this podcast wouldn't be possible.
You guys mind if I cut that joke?
No. We're keeping that. This podcast
man, I
wouldn't be
feel
possible without
fucking-
Cuts clothing. Everybody knows that. We saw the first Cuts t-shirt and how high tech it was. We were like, oh shit, we gotta start a podcast. And ever since, like, Cuts is what inspires us to get up every day. I think I'm speaking for everybody here. And Kyle, are you in a Cuts shirt right now?
I wore the Milky Mocha long sleeve out to the bar. Were you with me?
I was.
Friday, not Saturday.
Okay.
No, we drank Saturday.
Saturday.
And so, yeah, somebody did like come up to me. Was like, "Hey, is that the Cuts shirt? I want one for my boyfriend." And I was like, "Are you like asking for this one in particular?" And she was like, "No, I want him to own his Cuts shirt."
Yeah. Right.
And then I like explained how affordable it was.
Yeah, but high tech as well. They reinvented pretty much the tee. Guys, you can get the Milky Mocha Cut shirt and a whole lot more at cutsclothing.com. And with cutsclothing.com/anus, guess what?
What's up?
Take a guess.
5% off.
A little bit
10?
more. A little bit more.
8.
More.
I thought you were kidding.
7.5% off.
It's 15%
15's
off
good.
Cuts
Yeah,
Clothing.
that's a chunk.
That's a
chunk of
huge
change.
chunk. If you were missing 15% of your body, you'd probably die. If you lost 15% of your body in an accident, that's just showing how big of a percentile that is.
5% pleasure.
For the sake of this ad, yes.
You
but
wait a minute.
absolutely
What
not.
percentage? What percentage could you lose and live? Not more than half.
Early 60s, yes.
You could lose 60% of your body and still live. In like an accident, not
I
surgically
think
removed.
There was like that semi boy who lived.
His name was Colin, Semi-Colin.
No,
Right?
he was legitimately semi.
Like hit by a truck?
Like not just like the northern hemisphere, just to the Arctic Circle.
Oh, I do know who you're talking about. Wasn't he?
He was like an influencer.
Yeah, he was on Vine, and it would look like he was like coming through the ceiling.
He's a semi-influencer?
Yeah, so he has nothing
Yeah.
below ribs.
Yeah, so he's a semi person.
So wait a minute. How does he live?
Exactly. No dick.
Or like asshole or...
Yeah, his body stopped like where like you would think you would need
things
to live.
Well, yeah, what's the least amount of boy you can be? Search least person.
Yeah. Search least person.
All right.
Yeah.
Least person.
Those look like quotes.
Charles Spurgeon.
Yeah.
Sincerity makes the very least. No.
No, those are just inspirational quotes. Nah, I don't care about that.
Neither do I.
All right, so we got back from LA how long ago? 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Really productive trip. I think we've talked about it. We did that video outside of the Super Bowl. Towards the end of the video, we met a African-American woman.
She was black.
Still is.
Could have been Dominican.
Okay. We met a black woman. We interviewed her. Asked if she was single because you were eyeing her up. She was thick as fuck.
She was all right. She
You
wasn't
can't
like
deny-
an SJW, but she was
A sexy juicy?
sexy, juicy
What?
wife. Yeah.
Oh,
Woman.
She was a wife.
She was a wife.
That was the
is she
issue.
a whole ass wife?
Whole ass. Yeah. Okay.
You can't deny that she was...
She was hot.
But you can't deny her thickness is the thing.
No,
That just comes down to
No, I
mathematics.
wouldn't do that.
So you were eyeing her up from afar. And we were like, all right, let's go talk to her. And I went up and I was wingmanning for you pretty much on
You did
camera.
a good job.
And I said, hey, my boy over there has been looking at you. And she looked and you would look back. And we asked if she was single. Married. Older than we thought. Looked good. But she said she had a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And then the video cut and it showed you like on the phone with the daughter. And she said, damn, KB, you're decent looking or something.
Yeah, I don't know what she Googled. Because I don't know if what comes up when you Google image
She actually
B.
said, damn, KB, you're fine as hell.
She did, which was a lie.
So she Googled...
That's actually a fair question.
What comes up when you Google yourself?
Yeah, KB no swag. It'll probably be like, did you mean Nick?
Images. It's like me.
It's a baby picture.
It's 9-year-old me. It's me doing that. If your ass fat, I'm gonna have that video with the goatee.
You were hot when you were.
There's no... Where's the most recent hot photo?
There's me and Dave.
Okay.
It's fuckable.
That's just
That
a photo
serious
of me.
picture of you is nice.
Yeah, there's fuckable pictures
There's
of me.
fuckable pictures of you, but not... You're not page one fuckable. There's no page one fuckable, KB.
What's your page one? We're gonna have to like slap these on the screen.
Honestly,
or something.
probably pictures of... Probably just like hot pictures of me.
You think?
Yeah, probably. Let's see. Oh, come on now. Come on, boys.
God damn.
I don't know what you look like.
Dude, you kind of took over the internet the night of that purple stuffed animal. What was that? That you cut up?
Oh, yeah, I cut off the tag of the Princess Diana. Yeah. Yeah, that was, I found out it was like the expensive one too. It wasn't in mint condition, so it wasn't worth like 20 grand. But like the only way to realize if it's one of the real ones, quote unquote, or like the first makings is the type of bead on the inside. And so I cut it open and it, lo and behold.
God damn.
Yeah, so I flushed a little bit of money down the toilet.
Those
but,
are supposed to be worth like millions.
yeah, that one wasn't mint.
People were gearing up.
And the thing is, like, I got like 124 concurrents. So that's pretty good.
What?
Concurrent viewers on the live.
124
really?
what? 1,000?
No, total. Like only like 124 people tuned in.
Damn, in my memory of it, I remember you taking over the internet for the night.
No. And then I blogged the
I
whole
was
thing,
encapsulated
and it
in
was like I got like one comment.
Damn.
But I titled the blog poor. I'm not good at titling blogs,
that was it.
and it's not conducive for clicking, which is confusing with being my name and all. I think that's the thing. It's like a trust based thing. Like ignore his titles,
You
just click.
see it and you do it.
Now, anyway, back to LA. Kyle, you got that daughter's number, and you've been texting
I
her.
did. Yeah, we've been keeping in touch. It's like we're both like...
How old?
That's a good question.
What?
Something you haven't
It's
asked?
a good question. I trust that the mom wouldn't give me the number of an underage girl.
But like the thing is, she didn't know how old you were.
But our texts were strictly platonic.
I
No,
wasn't
because
alluding to
you
underage.
said
I was just
you
curious
sent the
your
first
age.
text. You said "yo," correct?
Well, yeah, that was for to play it up for the camera.
The camera.
And
we
I didn't
cut that.
think-
that was way after.
Yeah, she was like, text me, and I did. And I said, yo, and then she says, hey, sends me 2 pictures of
Two
herself.
pictures in a row. You didn't say
Ooh,
anything.
taken on
Not-
different days.
That's the thing. They weren't current. These could be from years
yeah,
ago.
those don't move the needle.
Tatted.
That's
Has
a
like
Gucci dress.
tatted?
It's like a Gucci dress. She's definitely
Well, she's trying
my
it on.
age.
Older.
And oh, shit.
I think she might be late 30s, Kyle.
I said okay with 8Ks, beautiful. What? Boys, that is just social etiquette.
You said how many Ks?
1, 2, 3. Like a fucking, like a Nolan Ryan game. Yeah, but
One of
boys,
them's backwards.
one of yeah. She got me looking. Yeah. Mhm. And I thought I was gonna strike out looking, but lo and behold, she. Well, what would you do?
I would
If
not
I-
have texted her.
First off,
I did it for the. We
this
did it
is
for
why
the video.
This is why I don't accept nudes in real life. Because what do you say?
Wait, nudes in real life is just sex with a woman.
Accept nudes in real life.
My,
And
like,
also, you didn't get nudes. You got a fully
oh,
clothed
it's the
picture
same
of her.
thing. Like when a girl sends you pictures of herself, like, "Hey, look at me. This is a good picture of myself."
Or
What
that
do
she
you
was- She
say?
was out
You
in
hype her
public
up.
in Macy's.
I would just be like, I would compliment the outfit or like good style or like nice to put like
I didn't want to code
a picture
switch.
to
Yeah, I didn't
a
want to
name.
code switch completely, so I like kept it.
What do you mean
like
code switch? You're gonna act black?
I didn't want to do
That's-
that.
You said okay with a
Fancy
bunch of
term.
Y's.
For
How would you say that verbally?
Okay. Then I said you should have
Oh,
went
yeah,
to.
wait.
No,
can
no,
you
no.
just read those 3 texts?
Read them out loud. How they're
Okay.
typed. She sent a picture of her in a dress.
2.
Two and
One is showing the contours of her ass.
That's right.
So I'm like, okay.
We can throw these up blurred on the YouTube. Please
I
subscribe to
said,
that.
okay, beautiful.
No. That's not how the okay is. How is the okay?
Okay. I don't know how that would be true. Should have went to the game. I should have. Thank you. I didn't respond. Played hard to get.
Love
Next
that.
day, February 14th. Happy Love Day, handsome.
Wait.
I didn't say. She said that to me.
But like, she only has seen your Googled photos, right?
I'm sure she saw the video by then.
Wait,
Does she follow
does
you
she
on
think She's
Instagram?
adopting you?
I don't know. I said, Happy V Day,
She's old enough to be your
beloved.
mother.
What you doing today? Long work week. I said, had to fly back to NYC, sadly. Hopefully, I'll be back in LA soon. Scratch that. I will be back in LA soon.
Kyle, you're like flirting with her.
And that's not a promise. That's a
you just, like-
guarantee. which is a
promise
guarantee.
is a
Yeah, I
guarantee.
wanted to sound. I
Are you
wanted to
just like
sound
getting
cool.
your reps in?
I am. She's
like
like,
it.
you're live in NY, or you're live in NY. Threw me off guard. Said, yeah, I was out there for work, doing sold out live. I don't know. Yeah, so we've been talking. Now
She seems cool.
It's evolved
honestly.
into more of a friendship, pen pals. She's a podcaster.
Does she have a name? Oh,
She said, I'm good working right now, recording a podcast in about an hour. What do you have going? I said, oh, word. You're doing a podcast? I can relate. Doing the same shit. Had to record today. Actually, had to record 2 podcasts today.
you're flexing.
And another one tomorrow.
Oh my god.
She said, yes, it goes on my YouTube. How was your session? Didn't like how she called it a session.
What's
Kind
her
of
pod
It
about?
kind of
Yeah, can you plug
trivializes
it?
it. I just asked her. So we'll see.
We gotta get her to come on this.
Yeah.
I would let her on.
Or at least go on there.
Make her day. Make her month.
So, are you happy with this friendship? What's her name?
Chelsea
Okay.
with a Z.
Where at? So just throw it in the middle.
Yeah.
It's like how you spell it, but then the Z is you can be moved. Yeah.
That's that.
Does she know that your podcast is sponsored by HelloFresh? You're pulling out to see if you brought that up. Just play along. You know, HelloFresh,
No,
the flexible, you know, the company that offers
You just
flexibility.
don't describe them as flexible.
HelloFresh is flexible.
Describe them as tasty, good, nutritious, affordable.
It offers the flexibility you need to easily customize your order online. When it comes to food, flexibility is the number one thing I look for.
Yeah. Well, I don't want my curry box to be like bendable.
Yeah, I want my food to be 72% cheaper and flexible. And HelloFresh offers
I want my
both of
turkey
those
to have
things.
its legs behind its head.
Hell yeah.
I feel that.
I want that goatsy turkey, dude.
Remember that era of college?
What?
No,
What era of college?
that was a Kent State thing.
What?
Turkey?
The rotisserie craze.
Oh, just eating rotisserie
Yeah.
chicken? Yeah.
Yeah, like a very popular
But like,
grocery store
like
menu.
sexualizing them on your Snapchat. This was pre story mode, so you weren't even around for this. When you could only just send it to people.
Oh,
And you were
okay.
sexualizing your rotisserie
I had
chicken?
a Snapchat when stories became available. But
Wait, you guys can go to
so what would you do?
HelloFresh.com
You just-
/story16. Use code story16 for 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. Great deal.
HelloFresh.
What, Kyle?
What would you do? Finger them?
Yeah, but it was there was other foods. It was like sexualizing foods, but rotisseries were like the dominant force.
Oh, so it was like art.
Was that like setting
You
the
and
bar
the boys.
low? Like was rotisserie
I think
the
we
easiest?
this was just when Snapchat just came out. We were like, what the fuck is this? Like,
What the fuck is this?
we
have to
just
start
sending disappearing
fucking
photos.
food.
When
And
Snapchat
we
first
didn't know what to
came
do.
out, I had a Windows phone, and so it was like
Me too. I had to use
It was
my iPhone.
really big and red. No, I found a Snapchat. It was like a third party Snapchat, but used this. It was like very strange, but it stretched all my pictures out. So like I was just Quasimodo for like the first
Oh, hell
6
yeah.
months of Snapchat, and then I switched over
My
to an
boy.
iPhone. But I bought a Windows phone because it looked like a Pokedex. It was big and red, square. It was awesome.
Real.
Kyle, you just shut down when
I doubt it's fine. You know, people are mad at me. They're
Yeah,
like, why
I
don't
know.
you let Nick talk about Pokemon, you pussy?
What a sentence
You
that is.
unathletic pussy.
You unathletic pussy. Let Nick talk about Pokemon.
No, did
bitch.
you see? Oh, today, did you see? You guys said you didn't see the guy outside of our office at the door.
What guy?
He was loitering there.
So first of all, it's odd that like it would make sense that you could find our office on Google Maps if we had like a big front window where you could like look in and see stuff. You just can't get in. You can just see it and like
Right.
can't get in.
Yeah.
So there was this guy Googled the office.
First off, I'm still like in active DM fights with a bunch of guys,
Healthy.
but I'm like healthier ones.
No,
I'm not
no.
like not outbursting. I'm like,
I genuinely think what you're doing is healthy for you.
yeah. He was like, well, he just like roasted my basketball ability. This guy in particular.
What's his name?
Then he said, let's do Kratom. I'm here till Saturday. I guess I mean New York. Then he said, actually just fight me. So I sent back weight, height, bench, Kratom tolerance. He said 5'7", 125. I can bench like 105 and never taken Kratom in my life. I smoke gas for a living, basically, though.
That's a winnable fight for you.
I was like, yeah, this. I just stopped responding.
How do you smoke gas?
You
for
did,
a
that's
living?
like, that
did
would
you
be
want
a
more of a
crime
challenge?
If I beat him. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna entertain you in any way.
5'7", 125 is like you though, right?
Yeah, I don't know. 150.
You're not 125.
So I was walking in today, and this guy stared at me with. It was the oddest stare.
Like through you?
It was like, I don't know, like when a blind guy finally gains sight, but the first thing he sees is like Lena Dunham.
Why are you
like,
only looking at
yeah.
Owen when you're talking?
because we're actually friends. You're means to an end.
Fuck off.
Yeah. He stared at me like so weird. It wasn't like intimidating or threatening, but it wasn't cordial. And I was like, what the fuck? That was weird.
Did you think it was the Twitter
And
guy?
I go back and I get a text from that guy. He said, I was outside the HQ and saw you, but didn't know if I was supposed to say what's up or talk shit to you. So we just made weird eye contact. Didn't think a D1 athlete would be scared of someone that weighs 125. Are you telling me I actually just alphaed you without meaning to? Self-confidence going through the roof right now. So you're not actually going to fight me? And that was him.
No way. You're going to get yourself murdered.
Yeah, that was like weird.
Yeah, you should
think about.
You should not do that anymore.
He was just outside of her office. His look was sinister. Not sinister.
I know exactly what eyes you're talking
It was
about. Like
off-putting.
dead in the eyes, like like some people's eyes at Brooklyn Mirage when they're just lifeless.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that.
It was like that.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
That makes me uncomfortable.
Right.
You got to stop doing that. You got to stop challenging strangers to fights, unhinged people to fights. Because it doesn't matter their fucking incline bench to failure if they have a gun.
You're right. I don't know. I don't know.
Especially when you're so findable.
Yeah.
This is the reason we had to move podcast studios.
Yeah, I'm going to get... Something's going to happen.
I don't think so.
Are you concerned at all?
Not like in danger, but...
Uneasy?
Yeah, I didn't like that now that I think about it.
It took you.
I
You don't
wouldn't
have to
even
think about that. That's
one.
just.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that one bit.
What are you double checking? What did you say to the kid before he showed up? Did you be like, if you're in New York, like, fight me?
No, I never said fight me. He challenged me to a fight, and I just jokingly asked him, like, height, weight, bench, kratom tolerance.
And was it aggressive? Were you guys going at each other, or
No, I couldn't. I can't tell.
What's your kratom
Can't
tolerance?
It's low.
What do you mean? Like a vial?
Yeah, it's only like a... I don't know.
You always wall us off when we talk about kratom.
It's low on the bottle. He drinks.
Yeah, he drinks the bottle to
the lowest point.
Little tiny pee break.
We all pissed at the same
We all
time.
pissed at the same exact time.
You're good at it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kyle.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm bad at peeing.
Believable.
I
Don't know what that means, though. You
Alert. I put you on, KB.
didn't- To what?
Pony boy.
You didn't.
I did.
You
I
did
put you on to
not
Pony
put me
Boy.
on. You put me on to Andy Negative.
I did put you on. There's two TikTokers I follow. Pony Boy and Andy Negative.
Andy Negative.
Pony Boy is this completely jacked, horribly
Maybe just the
tattooed
cliff notes because I got to meet up with Axe.
Axel Weber. Who,
Yeah.
Did you get his number?
Yes.
For
Are you
real?
running late?
We're gonna run LG. Yeah.
Damn.
No.
He's a
He did not
Samsung
fuck
guy,
with you
dude.
at all.
Axe.
He can't run
Can't run
LG.
LG.
Come
Baby
on now.
boy.
Baby
My
boy.
my baby boy.
God damn. Wait, did you see the fan art on the subreddit of Owen as the sun?
I know.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
you
it's
guys
so
were
funny.
just like yourselves.
We were ourselves, they just threw
Owen
Owen on the
was-
sun.
Oh, like the star
Yeah.
sun. Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah. No, but for those listening, you got to
He
look
is
up
the
Pony
son
Boy.
of-
He's this like emo bodybuilder, horrible tattoos, and like people will just be like, "Hey, my wife just left me," and he'll like throw the caption on the screen of just him doing push-ups to like Seether, and he'll do a playlist of the day. It's just 3 bands. It'll just be like,
That's awesome.
and his voice, he's like intentionally sexy. He has like 8 piercings. He's like, the playlist of the day is Seether, Shine Down, and Trapped. Let's get it, baby.
Bangs him
And he just
out.
bangs him out, and
What
it's
a
so
legend.
sick. He's a legend. And I sent him to
legend.
Kyle, put you onto him, and then I put you onto Andy Negative, like the 40-year-old wannabe pop punk guitarist.
Yeah. No, that guy's the worst.
Yeah, I
but,
forget.
but the best way.
He's the worst. They're both worth looking up. They are the future of entertainment, without a doubt.
Yeah, I said this a while ago.
Yeah, you
On
said
my-
it right after I said it.
I said this a while ago on my was it my I did like an email chain where I would just give KB subscription based updates free of charge. I think I predicted like
Wait a minute.
comedy and entertainment alike are entering this mode of irony post irony, and then we are circling back to where our favorite comedians, our favorite entertainers are people that are bad at what they do.
Yeah.
That's what we see because we're so tired of, oh, he's talented, she's funny.
It brings you down to see that.
That's like, oh, that's been done. That's boring. Now I want to see people who just suck.
Ponyboy does not suck. He's a beam of positivity, and you've been on it. You should start an email chain, and I'm going to start one too. My put-ons versus yours, weekly put-ons.
That's how people used to go viral.
Email
they just had to hope that, like, you know how hard that would be? Like, they had to get enough friends to email their content.
Do you remember the chain emails of, like, hi, my name's Alyssa. I'm 12 years old. I died 10 years ago. You have to send this.
I was never getting that.
Used
pedo
to scare
shit.
me.
I was never getting that.
I wasn't pedo
I wasn't
shit.
getting 12-year-old girls emailing
No,
me.
she was long dead. It was like it was an email from a ghost, and it used to scare me. Like,
who sent it then?
it would be like, you're
Her
cursed if you don't
parents?
send it off. No, it would be like my friends who would email it to you.
But how did the girl who sent these emails from her account? Like,
Like
relatives?
Looking back, I don't think she was actually a dead girl. I think it was some sort of spam.
You got it.
I mean, if she's a ghost, you would imagine she could email if she wanted to. I don't know, man. You're asking the wrong
dog.
question.
Are you going to start fucking with Axel?
He's the star son.
Today on the Yak, we had Axel Weber come in. Who's,
Owen is the
fake
blanket
poor
of this
guy.
podcast.
The what?
He's like the blanket of our trio.
What do you mean by that?
Blanket?
No, like he warms us up when we need it, and we dangle him out the window if he's acting up.
That could be
Like
a scarf
blankets
if
off
you're
the
real
new.
creative.
Damn, my fucking blanket's acting up. Are you being like Michael Jackson with his son blanket?
Was that a right reference?
That was very
Michael
correct,
Jackson
but I thought that
dangled
was-
his son blanket out?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, very nice.
God damn, KB.
Show me the view. Axel Weber, did you talk to him after the show? Like, are you
Yes.
talking to him?
So Axel Weber, is he like how known is he?
4 million followers?
Yeah. Everything, everything he
that
posts
means
gets
nothing
3
to me.
million views.
Yeah, so
That means
infinitely
something to
more
me.
popular than anybody in our office.
Okay, but like I'm speaking to my audience. Do y'all know him?
If they live in New York, I bet. Well, you want to wait
He's
for
the
their
kid.
answer?
He
Or
got famous for
if they live in New York, I bet they've seen him.
living in a small. Yeah, he lives in a tiny apartment, the smallest in New York City, boys.
100 square feet.
So
But if
Yours
self-proclaimed,
was smaller.
Mine was smaller.
but yours was smaller.
Yes, mine was truly the smallest apartment in New York City.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he'll do like apartment tours, and he has a queen size bed, and above it, he has like a twin. He's just trying to take up space so it looks smaller. And everybody's like, well, why don't you get rid of one of the beds? He's like, well, you know, my sister comes over and
It's undeniably small,
And he
though.
showed
clutters
how
it
big
with
of a
tiny cooking appliances
Yeah.
that he doesn't need. It would just get.
who needs a waffle? If your apartment's that small, you can't afford the space for a waffle maker.
No.
But
So he's like documenting his life being poor. Like he's like scavenging for like free peanut butter.
he goes to Chinatown and barters for
Barters for one
like
jar of
used
peanut
peanut
butter.
butter.
That's like his daily
And
sustenance.
it's essentially a Gary Vee like video where it's him making a woman who needs the money give it to him for $1.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. And he's obviously a millionaire. And his family, like, Owen showed us pictures of him on tropical vacations. There's no way his name's actually Axel Weber. Like, everything is so
Family
planned with that
parties at
kid.
castles.
But it shows how big of a pussy I am. I said I hated him.
You did.
And then he walked in the office like, yo, man, like, what's
You
good?
tapped, you shook his hand twice. You made sure he was comfortable. But
And you guys are talking about moving in together.
why? That doesn't piss me off. I love like
No, but he's like, he's
that's
fine
fine with me.
appropriating poor. Is he not? Like, he's made millions on pretending to be poor.
Yeah, and there's people actually being poor who don't get the millions.
That and like today on the Yak,
He's
he was
good at
talking
it.
about like, why would I spend money on pizza when like the dollar can get me a jar of peanut butter, which has so much like more nutritional value, and it'll like he's like trying to sell it like he's fighting for his life.
Yeah.
He's the face of like a Samsung deal.
Yes.
We talked about that Tinder as well.
Yes. And Samsung is like one of the most powerful companies in the world.
Oh, he tried to claim that he hasn't seen any of the money he's made yet from TikTok.
That's not true at all. And he hasn't seen any Tinder money or Samsung money. He's waiting for... No, like...
Brianna said she pays rent with her TikTok creator fund, and she has 2 fireplaces and 4 bedrooms.
2 larger breasts now, too.
Well,
Thanks to the money, yeah.
The views paid for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they're shareholders.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, man.
What are you guys going to do? You and Webb?
I don't think we can do much spatially.
He can't be seen doing anything luxurious.
That's his thing. Yeah, now he's bothering me now that I think about it.
But you guys can wander.
He made it sound like I found this piano in this very crowded corner. And I just started playing, but then I realized I didn't have a chair, so I had to go rent a chair from a food truck. Just like, that's written.
Yeah, that was a script.
In his appearance, he's so beautifully and perfectly, unnaturally disheveled.
Yes.
Baby
Every single hair is placed. I'll have that one day. One of these days, you're going to grab my thigh, call me a stick in the mud.
But it's actually, Sass does that with his hair, dude. You know how Sass's hair looks like he got out of bed?
Yeah.
He spends 30 minutes pomading it.
Really?
Yeah. You'd never know.
Yeah, but Axel's is like, the front is kempt. And then like back here...
Which you said is a telltale sign.
It's a telltale sign. He looked up poor hair. Because like poor people, like they can only leave the sink on to like wet the front of their head.
Yeah.
There's like, oh no.
That or they're just sleeping on a pillowcase.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Yeah, that kid's a multi-millionaire.
He has to be. Good for him.
Yeah,
but like it reminds me of like back in like the punk community, like outside of like Pittsburgh and outside of Pittsburgh.
The Ohio punk community was that like that was a thing in Ohio.
Well,
it was
we only had a punk community,
and they would purposely do their shows at like the most disgusting places in the world.
The shows were at this. We had this the Nelson Jordan Center, which was like where adopted kids would go play basketball. Yeah, like foster kids. Like they had a foster kid basketball league.
That's awesome.
And then but that's where they did punk shows. And they also did a place called
They should be
Shelley's.
learning how to do taxes, how to code, not wasting their time on frivolous
gotta
games
teach the orphans how to code.
that don't have any correlation with general athleticism.
That's right. I mean, who's the most athletic orphan?
Was like Mike an orphan?
Oh, he was.
Was he?
Lil Bow Wow.
Yeah.
But the punk community, it kind of reminds me of what Axel Weber's doing, because like my dad was an assistant city manager. My mom didn't work. And so I was like lower middle. Mm-hmm. And I was still, No, until later on.
Okay.
Until later on. And so like the punk community, like they would not accept me because like I lived in like a ranch style home. You had to be dirt poor to be like a real punk.
Yeah.
And so like the king of the punks was Jay Hirschfield, and he had like gauges in his ears. He worked at China Walk. Like he would have to like leave school. He'd be like, I have to go to China Walk and work. And he always smelled like shit. He was filthy, disgusting. Like he was just like kind of yellow. You know?
Skate?
Yeah. He was the only kid that could drop into the 12-foot part of the bowl.
Oh, beast.
So he was like a legend. And then we found out his dad was a doctor. And he had to fucking switch schools. He was excommunicated. Yeah.
You guys bullied him out?
Yeah, you're not fucking poor. That's what we're doing to Axel Weber. So it's like
that's the internet now.
It's like with the
become like people
baby shits
hate
and it's
anyone
like,
with money.
Yeah,
that's why
you had it so easy.
I wish this kid would just say fuck everyone and flaunt his wealth.
Like,
but it's like ridiculous.
And I'm very good at it.
What?
Like the like people who are considered industry plants, like even like the Please Don't Destroy sketch comedy group. Like aren't their dads like producers or something?
Yeah.
So then they're like, oh, you had like infinite resources, but then if they didn't do it, people would be like the same thing. You had infinite resources and didn't do it? Yeah. What the fuck do you want? So I've actually now done a 180 on Axel.
First, if you describe anyone as an industry plant, what are you talking about?
It's like Billie Eilish's dad, like had all.
But
like,
she's selling out shows and massively successful because people like her music, not because like
Right.
Well,
the
yeah,
industry
But like
told
they
them
have
to.
these resources and they could have been trained from a young age.
Yeah,
But it's still
like,
you
that's
still
the same with
are
athletes.
entertaining.
Yes.
Like Bronny Jr. has the best resources
He's
in
an
the
industry
world.
10 years, the
and is
NFL
going to be a
will be
lottery pick
100%
because of his
nepotism.
name alone.
It'll be 100%. Well, it's good genetics in sports, really.
Yeah.
But like, there's this whole trope going around with like indie bands. Like, why is this indie band's like dad have a blue link on
highlight,
Wikipedia? Like Julian Casablancas of the Strokes. His dad was like a very famous fashion designer, and like his mom was a model, and like it's a ton of bands. So what? Fuck that.
Right. I don't.
What
I
do you
don't
want them
give a
to do?
shit.
Just not use the resources.
If you're the child of somebody who has means, you should not be successful.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
only coast on
The
theirs.
woke scolds were like, Maud Apatow gets a pass. She's one of the few good Nepo kids.
Yeah,
Like,
what?
shut up.
Shut the fuck up. And then like there's
It's like
there's the
Maud
flip side of
Apatow's
the coin.
probably a good actress because both of her parents are amazing actresses
just
and
how it
talented writers and
works.
comedians.
That's how it works. And then there's the flip side of the coin where it's just like Chet Hanks had it all and this is what he's doing. But what the
What do you
fuck
want?
do you want?
They want all Chet Hanks. They just want to complain about Chet Hanks.
Right, like who was it like some people even changed their last names. Fucking Emilio Estevez, dude. The Mighty Ducks coach.
Mike Stud.
He's a Sheen. That's Charlie Sheen's brother.
Really?
Yes.
Estevez is a sheen.
got me.
Yes, Estevez is
You
a
got me.
Sheen.
Estevez is a sheen. Maya Rudolph is a Ripper Tin.
Who is that?
The list goes on.
And Alex Weber's a McGraw-Hill.
That's right. Of the book.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's worth trillions.
He's worth trillions and trillions of dollars. I don't know. I don't even know what people want anymore. I think they just want scrappy underdogs.
They want scrappy underdogs. Dave just is giving us love, which means the world to me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice.
But now it's like people.
Now
I
sales is like
watched the Inside
people
Barstool
don't want
segment
us
4
to-
times last night. I was just grinning ear to ear for you boys.
yeah.
Baby boy.
That got
Nick
me
and
real,
KB.
real stoked.
But now like I mean we're a scrappy underdog story, right?
We got to remain scrappy.
Yeah, we're
And
this
underdog.
Doesn't
fucking
Sass come from a good
tiny
neighborhood?
apartment in the best neighborhood in
Yes,
the best
Sass is a
city in the
Nepo
world.
kid.
Sass is a Nepo kid. Oh, and you're sneaky and Nepo kid.
Yeah.
KP, what do your parents do? Yeah, you are too.
Grocery store and nothing.
Yeah, but you have a spare bedroom. That was the biggest sign of
and
wealth.
your dad posts in Facebook groups.
My
trolling
dad
them.
is a expert
You were
troll.
trained to do
You
this.
were, yeah, you're a
He
Nepo
just sends me
kid.
updates. He got.
He gave you
I don't know if this
everything
will.
you needed,
I don't
all
want to
tools.
reveal him, but he's
He
been doing
showed
well.
you the Swiss Army knife of comedy.
Oh,
Ah,
that, huh?
boys. I don't know. We're meshing well together. We have good chemistry. I just don't know where. I think where our minds are all over the place.
The Anus boys are hitting their stride.
I don't know.
And now people are starting to take notice, and sales is trying to get in on this.
Nah.
Yeah,
I don't
Owen
like
had a
it.
sales meeting today. They want us to do segments
Yeah, you know it's bad when I'm in meetings, dude.
speaking for us, and it's just like, hey, can you like guys do like segments in your show like this thinly
I'm not a
veiled
se- I'm
racism is
not a
brought to you by talkies.
Yeah.
I'm not a segment guy. I hate anything that has like a clear cut ending.
Really?
I want something limitless.
Okay. So
So
like,
I prefer like rambling conversations.
I don't want like a
and
test
podcasts.
like, oh, like you can only get a 100% on this.
Oh, okay.
you want to get higher than a 100?
Yeah, then I'm like, all right, other kids, at least one other classmate of mine will probably get 100, but I still think I'm smarter than them,
And like if
more
it said-
skilled than them, more determined than them. So how do I prove that my 100 is better than their 100? You can't.
Hey, you could say it was easier. Oh, I guess I'm smarter than you. Yeah, I guess that was a pretty easy test. Simple as that.
Yeah.
What was your favorite subject in school?
Shit, this is like I need a blunt to talk about this.
Yeah, do we have a fucking blunt?
Can you talk like Fez for the rest of the episode?
Is that from Euphoria?
Yeah.
Is that Angus Cloud?
Yeah.
Who were his parents?
He's an industry plant too, dude.
For real?
Yeah, they needed a like fucking drug dealer, and he already was one.
Oh, yeah. And his parents probably were.
Mm-hmm.
To name him Angus Cloud. Is that his actual fucking name, dude?
I guess.
Well,
Why do we believe Angus Cloud but not Axel Weber?
Yeah, you're right. Because there's like photos of Axel Weber at fucking all-inclusive resorts.
True.
should I call up that guy who texted me?
No.
Check in?
Wait, which one?
See
The
if I-
innocent or guilty? Or
Yeah, that guy.
I
Innocent
can't
guilty.
do-
call
Don't do that anymore.
Why? Because he's guilty, and
I don't think. Or yeah, I do. I don't know. That's why I need to call him. We need more clues.
We can't do it. Let's wait a long
I'd rather
time.
FaceTime your.
Let's wait like a year.
I'd rather FaceTime your shot.
So many people. So many people.
What?
So many.
What are you
We're
doing?
at the end of schedule, so he's not for tonight.
So many people want to know. Like they want to get to the bottom of this with us. And
Here's what you should do.
And they don't need like a.
They
don't need.
want to get all.
They don't
the way
need
to the
an
bottom
answer.
of
They want
something
more
with us
clues.
blogs,
They-
dude.
Do you need to send
Hey,
that?
yo.
You need to send the picture of the titties to like a Photoshop expert to see if they can tell if it was edited.
It's destroying me how this girl won't just ask me to see the titties so she can tell me if they're hers or not.
Maybe you should ask her to be like, "Can I
She
see
just-
your titties?"
She kind of just accepted that and like didn't care.
Yeah, you're
We're gonna
right.
start dating her.
Wait a minute. Yeah,
If
why
someone
didn't
was
she
like,
ask?
If somebody was like, hey, like if a girl was like, hey, like some guy's impersonating you, pretending to be you, texting me, and he sent your dick, the first thing I would be like, send me the picture of the dick that he sent.
But what if it's humongous? Are you gonna claim the dick?
It's not even that. It's like that would be the only thing pressing on my mind.
So wait, then this girl has to know something.
Yeah, she's in on it.
Because you'd ask to see the titties. I didn't even think of that. You'd
And the
ask
more-
to see the titties
The more,
immediately.
I'm not going to throw her in the bus. The more I think about it, the story he gave about me smoking the cigarette and getting kicked out of the bar, the repressed memories are coming back. There was like 4 people around me that night. I think she was one of them, her friend, maybe a couple others. I never told a soul that story.
Yeah, but you're a legend in those parts these days.
But nobody,
They're
like,
probably telling
it wasn't like a
every story about
crowded
your guy.
bar. Like, no one, like, there was not
So
like
wait,
some
but like
random
that doesn't explain
Arabic
the
guy.
text messages.
So do you think it was her and him together?
I don't know.
No, because then she entered the number on like Snapchat. Oh boy.
Maybe it is a guy that she knows, and she knows he fucked with me and doesn't want him to like get exposed by Barstool. I don't know.
We gotta hire like a PI or something.
I think we should. Actually, we legitimately should.
Should we expense a PI?
I bet you could. Yeah.
We gotta get to the bottom of this, dude.
Probably private investigator.
What did you think PI meant?
I was running through all the options.
What was the first one?
Pussy I like.
Pussy I like.
Is that it? Is that your first one?
Not you. All right. You boys want to call it? What? What do you keep doing?
I tried out like 3 different personas during the duration of this.
What were they?
I was like getting motivation.
I liked that one.
Yeah, that got me amped up.
When you were looking into the camera.
But no one ever like acknowledged that was a joke.
Oh,
But you've
sorry,
been
that
like
was fun.
you've been like alternating through personas for a long time. Do you like the way
People
the tattoo
people
looks?
treat you differently when I was dressed all crazy in LA,
Yeah,
like a really unique, absurd, bold outfit.
yeah,
People are way more respectful to you.
for real.
Yes.
Why? You think they assume you're important?
No, they're people like that guy's
Or you're like,
different.
oh, he's bald.
He's bold. He's different.
I did.
Were
Did,
you with
did,
me
did
when
they
we
think
saw
you were
that?
important?
Not that.
When we saw that guy in a full red velvet suit?
Yeah, he looked awesome.
Insane.
If someone's wearing some wild shit, I'm not gonna like disrespect them. I'm gonna be very kind to them.
No, you're forgetting one thing. They're usually good looking.
Okay. Maybe that's it.
I think that's just it. And like you in LA, you were tan, you were shredded, you were anorexic.
No, but no. No, I've been getting fat.
You know you aren't, right?
Do you actually think you're getting fat?
My face drinking too much, I think.
Your face hasn't changed,
You have
Kyle.
a chiseled jaw
It's-
right now.
No, it's getting a little double chin on my face. Fluffs.
Did you think?
Fluffins?
Did you say get fluffas?
I was trying to think of the
Fluffas?
fluffs, yeah. Puffs.
Nah, you have dysmorphia. Are you still using your makeup?
Yeah.
But
There's
makeup, I think that's like a red velvet suit. I think that's cool that you wear it.
a lot of undercover
You own it.
burner accounts were DMing me with really like sporty, tough guys. We're like, yo, what is that product? What's the what hue are you using? And
What hue are you using?
so I just put a bunch of guys on to makeup. And one guy was like pissed. He was like, "What the fuck? This is fucking makeup."
I thought it was tinted moisturizer.
Oh my god.
Wait, really?
He said,
This is just fucking makeup. What did he say?
"Also, this guy. This guy's been saying he's been at my apartment lobby.
What?
Jesus, dude.
Dude,
He
you
says,
gotta
Where
stop
the fuck
this.
are you? It might be your doorman won't let me in. Can't believe you left me homeless, but I'm more raging.
You gotta
I'm more
stop
raging
this.
you didn't take beer. You motherfucker, I'm drier than a nun's cunt because you redacted the beer. I hope you get a splinter in your left ass cheek. I was at your," he proceeds to say, "my apartment building."
He says the building.
Yeah.
Wait, how's he know?
This is going on. This is
That's
Kyle,
how
you have a
you gotta
dangerous
stop.
job.
No,
How do they know where you live?
Just to make
you send a lot of
Are
DMs.
you on AIDS Plaza?
people know where I live. There's some
People
Barstool
on AIDS
boys in my
Plaza.
In your building?
Yeah, but they're cool. So I think.
Have you been over to their apartment?
I think you're thinking about the next question.
What do you say? You sent a ton. Are they all dudes? Wait a minute, scroll up to the top.
Whoa.
Do you have 2 unread DMs from me? Oh, that's not me.
Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube.
Please do. And we need to get our reviews up on them. Just like
The podcast.
yeah.
KB, I tried that strikes and it's just certified makeup. What the fuck? I had to wipe it off instantly. Maybe I gotta use a little less next time. Any tips for wearing that shit?
He's
You
still trying to
actually
make it
wear
cool.
it? Like he's still trying to
He's
be
still
like
trying to
nasty
make it
about
cool. Yo, what's up with this makeup shit? But like, I don't even know how to fucking use this shit.
What the fuck?
But like, for the next time, I had to wipe that shit off instantly.
This makeup you told me to buy is fucking like makeup. I fucking wiped it right off.
Dude, I looked way too good. I wanted to fuck myself.
What the fuck, dude? Are you trying to make me? You're weird as fuck for making me hot. Anyways, for the next time I apply it, any tips? And did you give him tips?
Yeah.
What did you say?
I told him
Are you worried that you're going to make an army of pretty men?
that's what I want.
Why?
I think
I think be that pretty boy flopping.
I think they needed like someone like me to be the spokesman. Like, hey, like, yeah, you can do this. It's fine.
Bet. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
I've just been
It's
saying.
you're-
I've just been saying shit.
You have been saying
not
shit.
putting any thought.
It's funny.
Usually, I try to like think of what to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this
Are
environment
you looking
is too
for
disarming.
the persona you like the best, or do you like the carousel?
I like switching it up.
Do you know who the real you is?
I love when I'm like very in charge of, in control of how I act it, and someone's like, "KB spiraling."
Mm-hmm.
Like he's like has something seriously wrong with him. I'm worried about him. He's stewing. I want a podcast where Nick just tells interesting facts and KB too cool for everything, no sway. sits in the back stewing while having an existential crisis. E. Schmidt.
You know exactly.
No, this guy I fuck with because he always comments on our podcast. And it's always like it's a dig at me, but it's like it's based in a lot of truth, and it's like kind of humorous, even though he clearly hates me.
He hates you.
But they're like good digs. They're not trolls.
Like,
He's saying things that are like semi-true.
I don't understand how I don't think they actually hate you.
No, I don't either. I like the tough.
But you give it right back.
Not to him.
But while
I didn't say anything back then.
that's the thing. Like
He's a good guy.
you're a Christ-like figure because you're getting all this hate, and you just want to make everybody beautiful. It's awesome.
Yeah. Pretty man.
But are you worried about your luck with women if you make all the other men pretty?
Well, no. They'll know you're the prince.
I'm the prince.
For real? Are you still trying to do that? You're still trying to be the put-on prince? That's old news.
It is. No, I don't want to lose the title. I'm terrified.
You should be terrified of Mr. Monster, my new person.
Oh yeah, Nick rebranded as Mr. Monster this week, and he rolls up to Donnybrook.
Isn't
or
that
whatever bar we
cool?
were.
When a 29-year-old comes up with a nickname for himself?
It's awesome. And I like that's the reason I was late to the bar.
And Nick rolls up to our
Wait, were you
our
narrowing them
circle.
down? What were your other options?
Sorry, boys.
Me, him,
Time
and
to wake
IBM
up.
were just chilling. He's like, I'm Mr. Monster now. We cracked up like that. It's funny. But he just like kept doing it, introducing himself to others as Mr. Monster.
What was
the
the
thing is,
short
like-
list? What was the short list?
Nicknames?
Yeah.
It was all iterations of Monster. Monster Man.
Okay.
Mr. Monster, which was chosen. Mr. spelled out Monster.
You know, there's no Pokemon that classify as monster.
Pokemon means pocket monster.
Wait,
Then which one would you call a monster?
Grimmsnarl.
he's not a goblin?
Goblins are monsters. And oft in a lot of different lores.
This is your you.
Yeah, I don't know any
Let's
lore
give him
that
2 minutes to
uses
talk about
monsters, to be honest.
What do you want me to talk about? I have nothing
anything.
to talk about. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Go, just trying to get some steps in, and I finally got a shiny Squirtle with sunglasses, and I sent it to you, and you didn't even respond.
You sent it to me with invisible ink.
I sent you all my Pokemon with invisible ink. I want to make you. It's like you're catching them yourself.
I didn't like rub the invisibility off of it because I knew it was gonna piss me off.
Rub it off. I want you to look at it right now.
Are you actually doing well, like with the Pokemon?
Yes, aren't you
game?
like insanely good at it?
Or some of the games.
at one point in your life.
Some of the games, yeah, and I have a lot of hours in Go, and I just do a lot of
You
research.
said like New York is a cheat code. It's a big city, so there's like a lot more options.
Yeah, but that's just Pokemon Go. There's also other things there's other things. There's the cards, which I'm doing well at.
And you're
I-
meeting.
So how do you do well at cards? That's just
What do you
collecting.
mean you're doing well with cards?
I'm building a very strong collection.
You're not doing well until you win.
Well, yeah, because that's weird. Nobody would
It's
say like
not-
I'm doing well at.
Yeah, like
You
collecting.
can't
I'm being
baseball
very good.
cards.
Yes,
You're not-
yes, you can.
Really?
Yes, I have Gem Mint 10 base editions of a lot of cards.
You're not doing well at collecting something. You're just spending money.
Yes, I'm doing well.
You're
I'm
not
winning
doing
eBay.
well at.
I'm
What do
winning
you
eBay
win? You're not
bids.
winning. That's the only thing you're winning.
That is.
Your deck isn't.
It's
is
not
it-
about the deck.
Then what is
And
it
I have
about?
a good
So
deck.
you're
When I
trying.
play competitively.
I think you're doing well if you can collect something.
Thank you.
So maybe he's right.
There's and I'm like, I just did the Sporkle quiz of naming every Pokemon move from Gen 1. Did it. Every move.
So what's the point of growing your deck, making it?
You don't grow your deck. You can only have so many cards in a deck.
So
You can interchange
Then what are you
cards.
doing with your deck right now?
Are you gearing up for? Is there like a final battle where you'll need everyone's just going to come with their decks and whoever has the best collection wins?
I'm out of the competitive game. A lot of my cards are not it's out of the meta, really. So
What about Yu-Gi-Oh? Why didn't you do that?
I've heard this sob story before.
the Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'm living above an Arby's in Columbus. Columbus. I'm out of the comedy game.
Panda Express.
Yeah, that was your Axel Weber.
I'm out of the comedy game. I'll never do any more comedy videos. I'll never do a podcast.
Did I say that?
And I was like, and I motivated you to keep your head up.
Yeah.
And here you are.
Thank God, dude.
Yeah, you're right. Here I am, and I'm thankful for that. Forever thankful. I'm gonna put a good word into Dave for you.
I remember you walked into my office in South Boston. When I was selling insurance.
You were selling
And
insurance.
you showed me your pay stub. And I came and worked for you. And we smoked crack in a phone booth.
That's right.
It wasn't crack.
And you fuck your cousin. You're Jonah Hill from Wolf of Wall Street.
Jesus Christ. Kyle was like thinking back through his cousins.
And then the saddest part is like I had somebody in mind that I thought you may have been talking about. And I was about to explain how we are not related.
West Virginia.
Oh man. All right, boys.
I thought that was pretty good.
I think so too.